John. I'm going to be speaking to you about, I'm going to be demonstrating basically how to change a flat tire. Imagine driving down the road and all of a sudden you hear, womp, womp, womp. You know you have a flat tire, you had a blowout. What would you do and how would you do it and how would you do it, safely and correctly. Changing a tire can be quick and easy, but as you all probably know, there's a lot of hazards that can be involved. One thing, like other vehicles coming down the road, they can crash into you while you're changing the car or something. If you don't secure your car properly, it can roll away, or as you're jacking it up, it can slip off and land on your leg or any part of your body. Another thing is, once you actually, and when I say spare tires, I mean donuts. Some cars have full-size spares, but donuts, like compact cars, you find in the trunk usually. These things do not perform like normal tires. They're very poor performance. They have less traction, the diameter is very small, and they're very poor handling. They take a lot more abuse on the road. There's not as much tire in between. Here, the road and the wheel itself. So you hit bumps. It's a lot more. These should not be used for daily driving. You have a flat tire, you put the donut on, you end up driving to work 2 or 3 days a week. You're not supposed to do that. The rule of thumb for these is driving 50 miles an hour or 55 miles an hour should be the top. This actually says right on it, 80 kilometers an hour, which is 50 miles an hour. You really shouldn't exceed that, and also 50 miles, you shouldn't go past that. Always use the manufacturer's recommendation, but that's just a general rule of thumb. Spares, these wear very fast, and as I said, handle very poorly. It's best to drive slow and the shortest distance possible. So, first, you pull off the side of the road, obviously, you get in a safe place. You have to find the location of your spare tire, the jack, and the tools that you need to change it. Usually, they're in the trunk, under the carpet. Some cars are different, but you can always look in the owner's manual for any of that. First, you set the e-brake, turn on your hazard lights, and if you have any flares, use the stars. Those are a good idea, but a lot of people don't really carry those. Wheel blocks, maybe you can find something. A lot of people don't carry those too, but those can be useful so your car doesn't roll away on you. First, what you want to do is loosen the lug nuts. What goes in here, all the lug nuts, loosen them with the lug wrench, which usually comes in the car in a little bag for you. You just loosen them up as the car is on the ground. You don't want to jack the car up yet. Loosen them up a little bit. You jack the car up then, and then you loosen the rest, because if you jack the car up, usually you try to loosen them. They're so tight, your wheels are just going to keep going around. So you remove the lug nuts, take off the tire, replace the old tire. Usually when you jack it up, it's about 2 to 3 inches. Considering you have a flat tire, your old tire is bigger. So 2 to 3 inches is suffice for this, because it's a little tire. So you'll be fine with that. Put on the new tire, lower the jack. Actually, before you lower it, you want to tighten the lug nuts by hand, then lower it, then use the lug wrench to tighten it as tight as possible. This thing, I forgot to mention, this is for the jack, and I wasn't able to bring a jack, I'm sorry. But you'll see a little hook, and basically there's a tool, and you just twist it, and the jack will start going up or down. I don't know which way to turn it. Once you have the spare tire on, it's best to just drive it to a service station and not try to drive it around. Get a real tire on your car as quick as possible. These things, and they're good for emergency. Flat tires can happen at any time. Just be as prepared as possible. Make sure you have all your tools. If you those at the store. It's simple. You just take the proper steps and precautions, and it'll help you avoid any major problems. Being prepared is key in anything you do in life, and changing a spare tire is no exception. Thank you and good luck.
If it's nighttime and you're scared to pull over.
In dire, actually it is. In dire, like, emergencies, it's what they say to do.
But can you go far, like, if the light is
No, you'll ruin your car, you'll ruin the tire and the rim, yeah. But if you're, like, in a bad neighborhood or something, just keep going.